Okay, all you people out there in YouTube land, I'm going to do a 3,000 mile review on my Himalayan. It's a 2018, and some of the accessories. I might have gone over some of this stuff before, but we'll go over everything now, and especially the 3,000 mile mark. First off, the bike's doing great, and at the 3,000 mile mark I had to put tires. So I got a Kenda 761 on the front. See the tread? It's pretty aggressive, maybe a little bit more aggressive than I needed, but it's working. I mean, you can really feel it grab the road. But fall's coming up, so they're tar and chipping a lot of roads around here, and leaves will be falling, so you know, need something a little bit more aggressive. And I don't go that much off-road, so I needed something a little bit more tamer. I got a Shinko Trailmaster E705 on the back. You see the tread? It's been a great tire so far. I mean, I've only got like 300 miles on these tires, but I've run these Kendas before. I like those. These are my trail pack bags. I've said before, I got those off of Amazon. They mount right to the bike. You can see they got Velcro straps. They go around. They hook onto the stock brackets. They work great. Love them. Put a lot of stuff in them. They have a liner you can take out if you get wet or if you want to keep something cold. They say you can put a gas can in there, but I don't want to do that. I mean, if you get a gas can, you might as well just put it on the side that mounts. I got my Ace Abyss brush guards. Talked about those, and my other top clamp that I had to flip upside down and get longer bolts. These are around 2.5 inch, something like that, maybe 3 inch, I can't remember exactly, to get the handlebars up to move them back, because I did hit the bezel on my cluster right here. So you have to do that if you want to use those. I mean, they have the stock ones now that come from Royal Enfield. They came out after I bought those. And I got the stock crash bars. They're doing good. What else I got here? This is a top mount for a hard box. You can see here, I cut the clip off to lock the box, and I had this bag. It's a Nelson rig bag. I had this for my old bike, and I put it on here. It extends up. You can zipper it. It's a great bag. I like it. It's been through a lot. I think that's all for my accessories. My brakes are still good. I did the 3,000 mile service. Valves were great. The only thing I had trouble with, and this is a lot of people on YouTube are having, I've seen, is whenever you do the tappet covers, it's not this gasket here. This is a liquid gasket. This is RTV in here. That's on that top cover that goes over, holds the cam and everything. My front tappet cover in the front leaked down all over the side of the engine. It looked like it was coming from the head gasket. It looked like it was coming from air. So it took 2 weeks to get the parts from the dealer. So I put RTV on there when I put it all back together, and I have not had any leaks at all. So I don't think it's that top gasket that leaks, at least not on my case. As you can see, if you can't see any, no oil, head gasket's not leaking, but it leaked all down the front. There's a hole up there for water probably to come out, and oil leaked down there, and then it just spread through the engine, obviously from the wind hitting it. The only problem I've had with the bike was the ACE, or not the ACE system, the EVAP system. The EVAP system was making the bike stall, because fuel comes from the tank, goes through the overflow, and it goes down, and there's a valve there. They say it gets in the charcoal canister, but I think it's the valve. There's an actual valve down there, I guess, that for the fumes to open and close, and it plugs. So when it plugs, then the bike stalls on you. So up on top of the fuel injection in the back in there, can't see, but the hose comes up in the air. I just pulled it off and I capped both ends, and I have never had a problem with that. And I did that around like 1,500 miles on this bike when it started giving me most of the trouble. So that's the only major problem. everything else has been doing good. It's been a great bike. Ride's great. I mean, no problems. The only other things I had to do was adjust the fuel injection. There is a screw on top of the fuel injection under the tank for the idle. I've had to adjust the idle because the idle was off. And my throttle body positioning sensor, I had to richen it. I had to turn it down because it was too lean, I guess. And the bike was just, once it got broken in like 1,500 miles, it just started running really odd. And even after I eliminated the evap system, it was still giving me problems. So I started playing around with the fuel injection a little bit and fine-tuned it, and it runs perfect. It idles perfect, it runs perfect. Spark plug is nice, it's burning perfect whenever you look at it. That's another upgrade I did. Like you see over in, I guess, India, they put a iridium plug in there. That was one of the first upgrades I did because the stock spark plug started giving me trouble, and I changed it. And I changed it with another stock spark plug, and it was fine, but I wanted to put the NGK in there because it's just a better plug. I just never had good luck with Bosch plugs. And then I got my new helmet. It's an HJC helmet. It's doing pretty good. I like it. It has good ventilation, good padding. It's supposed to be anti-fog, but it still fogs up once in a while. I mean, you're going to have it fog up, but it clears right away once you get moving. I think that's it. Oh, and there's I probably did this, the clamp that goes on top of the kickstand, so when you're in gravel or dirt so the bike doesn't stink, comes in very, very handy. Because I park in a lot of spots where there's a lot of dirt, like by work, and it's never sunk. It holds the bike great, doesn't fall over. And I think we're gonna be good right there. Oh, and I got my phone mount I said about it. It works real good. I got that off eBay. And GoPro mount. And let's see here if we can see the mileage before we stop. There it is right there. 3,324. Okay, well, if anybody has any comments or wants to know anything else I did to it and how it's been doing great. I love the bike. It does everything I want it to. They're pretty awesome. So everybody have a good one. If you want to leave a comment, go ahead.